what we have observed, one is to appreciate that we have taken an angle that we want to monitor impediments which hinders the economy to grow and what is stopping us from creating jobs. We want to respond to the NDP, especially with Chapter 3 of the NDP. As you know, we are left with 10 years. For the year of 2020, as planning, monitoring and evaluation, especially the monitoring component, we have decided that we're going to sectors which are ideally supposed to be booming and creating jobs, and one of them is the maritime space. And therefore, that is why we decided to come here. From the tours that we have had from the morning, what we want to acknowledge as government is that under Operation Phakisa, which is a multifaceted stakeholder implementation plan to fast track the NDP, there's been a lot of progress. We've actually physically seen the progress. We can register it. What becomes a problem for us, what we have acknowledged, is that since in 2015, when you had the interministerial committee around the ocean economy, that committee then somehow is no longer existing, and therefore things started to be slow. We have resolved that there is a need to revive that interministerial committee to ensure that it can give political direction and mandate so that we can continue on the targets which were set, and research studies which we have, which had said if we had done this much by this time, we would have achieved this far. What we have also sought to do was that because the implementation of the NDP is not only reliant on government alone, it's a responsibility of South Africans found in different platforms. We then said, let us call the business community which is involved in the space to come and speak to us and to highlight and to us where are impediments. We are very glad that we've had an Imbizo, we have interacted with them. They've told us that, for example, bunkering, in their own view, is not taken serious, is not legislated, and therefore other rules and trade of business are not fair to them, and we need to look at that. It's a new space with new concerns. What we have also picked up is that as much as we have made so much progress, the sector which we have met to them, they are saying, it's well and fine, you are saying that you have found this and that, but we need more funding to unlock in the maritime space. Now it takes us to a debate to say, when are you going to have a maritime fund so that you're able to fund our people? There's concerns that in other sectors of the whole value chain, you still have got barriers which are not open to those who are historically disadvantaged. And we are very glad that we've had the engagement with them. What we're going to do is that through planning and monitoring, we're going to compile a report, and then we're going to try and ensure that, number one, the most important thing is to revive these platforms for the interministerial committee to be able to sit, which will then give directives to officials, either as DGs, technical individuals from various departments, and then we are able then to say, these are the concerns, how do you discuss and ensure that we move forward. What we also got a sense was that there was a feeling from our people that probably we are talking about an ocean economy, but we're not doing anything to make the rules and the laws of trade easier. And we've assured them that we're the ones who have called the MPs, we're the ones who have gone out of wherever we were to come and engage with them, to come and see that Operation Phakisa actually has been able to assist, and from there, how do we move forward?
Is this the first visit of its kind? Is there going to be a continuation into the other 3 provinces?
Look, because we are focusing into the economy, the second one, which I can tell you at the top of my head, is that you'd remember, if not 2019 or 2018, I would miss the date, towards the end of 2018, the president spoke about a stimulus package, and there were departments which received stimulus packages. We are going to follow up on that to say, how far are you from the fund and the intervention that you got? What have you done? What are the impediments? How are you able to move? So what we can rest assured to you is that For a long time as DPME, especially last year, we've went to service delivery points. So we've been to hospitals, we've been to the borders, we've been to schools to see what are the concerns. We are more now interested in let us monitor the economy. We want to monitor sectors which are ideally supposed to be unlocked to address the triple challenges of inequality, unemployment and poverty. So for this year, this is the first kind that we are doing. We are monitoring the economy, but we are going to continue for the whole of the year. So we are going to look at all of them, that from when we are done with the stimulus package, which other area we're supposed to go and look into and say, why are you not able to assist with the fiscus? Why are you not able to assist with the GDP? Why is our fiscus constraints? How are you able to contribute so that we can change the living conditions of our people?
Just one final thing. Are you satisfied with the turnout and the quality that you observed in this house?
I am satisfied, because actually I was more worried when they said there were going to be 300 people, because then to my head I was thinking it's going to be relevant people who would not necessarily want to raise even solutions. I'm very happy with the audience, because in their raising of concerns they also told us about solutions. So it shows you that our private sector, our business community, they know where are the problems, and it actually encouraging. It encourages us that we must have more sessions like this to speak with our people, so that they don't think that we are not there to listen or to interact with them. What would be a failure or something which we will not do is that after we have been told these are the problems and now this is how we must solve them, and we fail and we don't do anything. I really don't think that's where we want to go, because we are more serious about ensuring that the goals of the NDP are realized.
Thank you so much.